Only 1 week ago, I was saying I was worried about global warming because it was so mild. And today, a couple of days back actually, we had a big snowstorm, dumping about 15 inches of snow. So just getting to the studio now is pretty treacherous, walking on a slightly icy driveway. But it has its beauty, except for where you plow and you have to move all the gravel that makes the snow dirty. We just saw an eagle fly by a little while ago, and all the seagulls and crows mobbed it. I'm not sure where it flew off to. They're hunting duck when they come down here. There you go, studio on a snowy day. Oh, it's cold. -8 centigrade for the high, I think, today. Not much traffic. Won't be any tourists today. There's not much tourist traffic. There's a lot of the people live here full time though. There's a little ice on the river, and that's salt water. So we got some ice down there. There's a LaHave bakery. Afternoon, this is Vaughan in Nova Scotia. As I saw this in the early part of the video, it's cold today. -8 as our high centigrade, so that's about 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, here's my, I guess I should turn this around just a touch. I'm going to show you my splash pad some people have been asking about. This fits on top of my Shimpo Whisper, and it's just crudely put together. It's not anything, I mean, anybody should be able to do this. It's 1x6 wood and 1x2, which means it's 2-inch high. Well, it's actually 3/4 inch by 1 3/4, and these pieces are 1 by 5.5, 3/4 by 5.5. I guess that's what you go to the hardware store. If you say 1x6, it's going to be 3/4 by 5.5. Anyway, so it's one board of that, so you know it's not even 6 feet length probably. And then what I did is, let's show you the corners. That length is the back of the wheel, and basically these are just screwed on there. The important thing is this little cut here. This board hasn't been cut, it's just square cut. This one has been beveled slightly because I wanted it to be tight on the wheel. So you got the same bevel on that cut here as well. That little cut across there. This board is not cut square, it's just cut at an angle. Right? So basically the screws, when you put them in, will make you have some tension. This is the right way up. Alright, so basically it is got a little tension in those 3 screws, so that it makes this board basically have a little tension so it can grip the wheel. Alright, so and I cut it obviously to size so it fits exactly on the splash pan of the wheel. And then the piece of 1x2, 3/4 by 1 3/4, at the bottom is to hang over the edge of the splash, well, the table, and that grips it so that it doesn't slide across the wheel. So you've got those pieces of 1x2 that simply grip. So I'm going to put this down and I'm going to show you how it fits on here. Let's see if I can aim this thing so that you can actually see without me having to try holding the... Can you see the splash guard there? Yeah, let's move this. Get as far out as it can go. Okay, so here's the piece, and move this over a bit. Oh. It simply sits on top like that of the wheel. So this piece and this piece and this piece are sitting directly on top of the edge of the wheel, and it is held by those little pieces of 1x2 that you can see along here, and that actually grips the side of the wheel so that this cannot be pushed into the wheel, and the tension of these 3 screws at the end hold this so it doesn't go out either, and all that. So it just grips, and I'm, you know, cutting the precise colors, the precise edge there. That's an important cut. That's the only one that is really important that was beveled. Everything else is just square cut, but I made this cut so that when you put the screws in through here, there's a little tension that holds this tight so it doesn't swing out. And then that piece of 1x2 down the bottom there is screwed on so it just holds the side of the wheel. This is right on top of the wheel edge, the table edge, and this piece is holding it right on. So I'll just show you that again. That's the wheel. This just goes on. And it's just the screws that actually hold it. And I basically varnished it. So all it cost is one piece of 6 foot of 1x2 and a 6 foot piece of 1x6. I don't know what that's going to cost you at the hardware store, less than $10 anyway. And then you cut it and screw it together. Just got to be a little careful with your measurements. All right.